Hi everybody, welcome back to Rusty Gears Season 3 Episode 50 with me, Sid. I'm just over here in the community centre having been and had a play over at Gran's, which I will leave what I've been having to play with over at Gran's for her video, should she like what I've done. We came up with the idea, and this is, for those of you who play Minecraft, you'll be aware of the trick where you can layer glasses to get kind of a misty effect. And I came up with the idea that in Gran's fountain, we could do something similar with the Jonas Jonas brush to make them some glowy stuff, and then layer some glass and milky glass and quartz and stuff on. It didn't work, unfortunately, but I had the idea of chiseling some of this stuff into a compass rose and setting it beneath the glass, so you kind of get a kind of a hazy thing. And did it work? Didn't it? Well, if you watch Mega Gran, or if you see Gran, you'll see, hopefully. She may hate it, that's fine. Everything is in the eye of the beholder. I'm also up here in the community centre where I am pinching some linen. I will plant a whole load of flax where I'll be early January, so yeah, not quite yet. But tell you something, working on Gran's Mountain, Baltic, absolutely freezing. I only died of frostbite twice. Definitely need some heat up there. Those elves, they like it cool. Anyway, I'm not going to dwell too much on that. Punk has found his little Easter egg butterfly, and I am going to do some more of those. I've got some ideas for some little chiselable niblets that we can just place around people's bases. So I think Punk's found theirs, Gran has found theirs, obviously Per found theirs, but that was simple. I've not seen anything from Andy or Shino. I'm trying to think who else got one. I didn't do too many, I didn't do everybody, so, but yeah, the little butterflies are actually not that little, let's be honest. But there is a limitation on the size of and shape of things you can do with the voxels. Anyway, we are not going to obsess on that. What's the weather? Oh, we've got a storm. Maybe I should, we're complete. And I've also got some blooms, so I should really process those up before I do anything. Should I? The weather will be back another time. Nah, that's it. We'll just go and tidy my inventory, and we will get on with the plan today, which is to make us some more things. So get rid of those bits of glass. I'll keep those. That doesn't go in there. They will come in handy, I'm sure. And we shall drop off the stickage, because I've got some sticks just in case I needed to make some quartz glass, so that was a thing. And I've got a little bit of stuff left in my chest to stash as well. I've got some quartz glass, I've got some chisel glass, I've got some more of that, I've got some of you. I have got a load of other bits of gumph as well, but I think that will do for now. I am going to need sticks. Of course I'm going to need sticks. Duh. Right. So, I have, between episodes, been pulling a few bits and pieces together ready for the pottery. And in here I have got a windmill rotor and an iron sheet. And if we combine that with an 8-sail windmill and a log, which I need, and a little bit of you, so I need one of you, and I'm going to need a log. Then I can make a reinforced windmill, which I am going to use to drive the pottery wheels in the pottery. Take one of you. That'll do me, and put down my stuff, get you down. So I need, let's have a look, we are okay, So you, 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 you. Damn it, I've just kind of lost focus on that, haven't I? There's a hammer and chisel. There's a hammer, chisel, and a saw involved in this. I don't know that much. I just can't remember what order they go in. But we'll get there. How hard can it be, yeah? Bang. Done. Do you mind? So, with that in mind, we're then going to fly quickly over here and head into the pottery where I have, and I think it was this one. Yes, this one. I have dug a bloody great big hole underneath here. And it should be 3 and 3. And basically, I think we need... Do I want to do that? No, let's place that like so. And then we're going to be coming up here. Now, there's a... Oh, hello, let me just slow my speed down. There's a question mark about whether I want to go... So we got 1, 2, 3. We got another. We got potentially another one here, and I think the third one will just have him. We'll have it in place, but not powered. This one in the middle will have an option to power this one, or this one maybe. Or do I bother at all, or do I just have one? I mean, I only really need one to be powered, don't I? We will stick with that. Right. Windmill rotors, 5 of them. So I need stickage. And we can just do... That. Or that, really doesn't matter which, we'll go with that. So that's 4, sticks down the things, and okay, yeah, okay. Boop, 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 boop. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that's 4, and then... And that will take us up to that speed. I also just want to double check that I've actually put 5 on my my own windmill, because I can't remember. I mean, does that... Oh, but you can't tell, can you? I mean, it's generating... No, it's not got 5, so that was angled, wasn't it? I haven't got enough sticks now. I need some more stickage. So I can actually take that up to 400 kilonewtons. I could do the same on the inside as well, but I probably don't need to worry too much about that. Oops, hello. No, that was not... I did those as angled, didn't I? So it's 4 and 2, okay. Boop, 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 and boop. Boop, boop, boop. 1, 2. That should do us. And like I say, I will get some flax in. We'll grow a whole load of flax for the community centre to help lay that in, but we shouldn't need that much. Right, so that should allow me to put the last one in, which now means we're getting 400 kilonewtons, and more importantly, we've got a decent sized windmill on this. Now, how big did I want to make this? Because that's only going to give me 1, 2, 3. I'd probably need to come down then, don't I? I've not done this big enough. Why did I only make it 7? So that will give me me 4. And that will give me 5, I think. And all of this is largely unnecessary because, you know, you can do the clay forming yourself. However, I do like the idea of actually having pottery wheels and doing it, you know. I'm not going to use the word realistic because that's clearly a thing. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. From here we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right, so I just need to quickly clear this lot out, which will generate me a little bit of sandstone kibble, so I don't really grumble too much about that. And I shall be back momentarily. Now, I'm not entirely sure whether this is working. So, gentle breeze, that windmill is turning. Okay. Is anything happening down here? I've built the thing. This may have been, yeah, this is not turning. I don't think we're going to be able to do the underground hidden windmill. So I think what we're going to have to do is build the windmill here on the end. Something similar to this, maybe a little bit, you know, less flimsy. Bring the power down underneath and then bring it back up. I don't think we're going to get away with this, which is a shame, because that would have been handy. Having said that, if I'm bringing the power across here, then turning it off will be very easy. So, yeah. I got myself all set up. I got myself a nice little speed version of the windmill, and no. Nope, you're not having that. It says no. You shall not have this. Let's give it a bit of copper. It's not like I need it. We will. Well, we need to come in under here for starters, don't we? And then that's going to come in. Until we get to the sandy bit. Ow. Ugh, come on, get him. And then so we need to get out to about here, I would say. And I'll come down one layer like this so I don't get the sand caving in on me. Where we shall place our initial windmill cog and then come down another layer like this. Yeah, we'll do that. Well, go on. Doesn't hurt. And then we'll pop that there. Pick up my cables. And then we're going to go plop, plop. That will go out this way, and then we're going to carry on through here. And we need to backfill all of this stuff, but get us to maybe, oh hello, yeah, don't turn your thing off right now. We'll come out this way. I'm going to need more gears, but because I want to then come up here and have the gear run along here, which means that I'm definitely going to need more of these. And then this will come up. Quite a bit, I think, because we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 6, probably more. About there, about there. And then we'll that's not going to help me. Have I got any dirt on me? Or did I not pick it up? Oh, damn it. Right, take those out for now so I can grab that dirtage. Oh, I'm going to have to backfill this. It's going to drive me nuts otherwise. So we'll go with the dirtage out to, say, about there. Whack on our windmill. Get rid of you. And then we can start sticking sails on. And see, when you're outside, it goes round. So whilst the one up here is working, or at least I think it's working. You know, you get these. I mean, that is outputting power, so it is definitely working. This must be something to do with Y level. And the simple fact that, you know, we're underground, it goes, oh no, you're underground, that's not going to work, don't be daft. That gives us boom. I don't mind actually having the windmill visible. Actually, it adds what's the word I'm looking for here? Kinetic an element to this. Right, I need to get the powertrain in. This is obviously, we're stepping up the speed, not the torque, because I think this is largely a speed thing. I am tempted actually, yeah. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an on switch there, an on switch there, and an on switch there, so we can actually turn three wheels on. That will work. And I am going to need how am I going to do this? Oh, I'm going to have to go down. No, I'm going to have to, yeah, I'm going to have to be lower down. Yeah, I need to make a whole load of stuff. Be back in a mo. Alright, we're making steady progress. That windmill is huge. It's going to be an interesting build, that the stand for that, but we're going to need some of you. And I've decided I'm going to do potter's wheel, grindstone potter's wheel, because there's a lot of grinding in this. I'm having definitely to use my flight because, you know. So these are pass-through axles, which are made with an iron plate and 2 axles, and they basically transmit power through the block. Now this is going to be there's going to be basically a trapdoor above that, so we can turn this on. That will go there, that will go there, that's fine. And then we're going to have a similar thing going on here. Some of this is chiseled, which is why it's not stacking, but that is fine. That can go in as well. Let's make this all stack up properly. I'm in two minds about whether to come fill this in or not. I'm not really worried. If we get drifters down there, they're not doing any harm. So let's, well, we'll get rid of that sand for now because it's only cluttering up my inventory. And we'll bring you across here, and then this is going to basically connect up like so. That, oh, hang on, no, not quite. That is going to come down. That's fine because that's a quern, you'll not see that. Now, I'm not entirely sure what will happen if I stick a gear in a three-way position. It works, is the answer. Well, we'll take it. That's always a win. That will come down there. That comes in there. We need a transmission to go in there. And then that will come back over to here. And I don't know why I've gone and done that, but that's fine. So in terms of this, we need to fill... Oh, well, I was going to say I thought I'd lost a spear then. I would have been very upset if I had. So again, pass through axle. We shall fill that in there and that in there. How am I going to... Moving around down here is challenging. But we'll get there. We will get there. Oh, come on. Why? Oh, I thought that had worked. Don't tell me it didn't work. And they were not chiseled either. Well, I need to go back over there, don't I, and check that. Because if that is not hooked up on this side, damn, you can't do that. That's interesting. It's annoying, but it's interesting. Why can't you do that? That makes no sense whatsoever. How do you draw? I think I'm going to have to do something else. I'm not sure what though. Oh, that's annoying. You know what? Let's just take out all of... Oh, that doesn't like you doing that either. Okay, fine. Fine. But we do need to take out all of this so we can get in and do our work. Now, how the hell am I going to... Well, what I could do... let's see. I'm going to need to make a big gear though. This is a pain. Oh, I hate those things. Alright, yeah, I'm going to have to bring the quern over here, I think. And power that with another gear. Yeah, that's the only option I've got. Bring in power to a certain position, big gearbox, two of these, one of those. Okay, well, no avoiding it. That's what I'm going to have to make. So I'm going to have to make 4 of those, aren't I? Hate these. Right, get this sorted. I'll be back in a mo. Alright, this is not playing ball. It spins really fast. I don't know whether I'm doing something wrong or not, but I'm just right clicking here. It doesn't seem particularly any faster than doing it using automatic things. I'm using orange clay just to make something different, but you know. This might just be a complete waste of time. This may just not be something that will actually work, which is annoying, to say the least. Right, I'm going to head up to Shino. Shino has a pottery wheel set up in his area, I think. He doesn't seem to want to play with those at all, so that was a total waste of time. And just going to grab myself that. So Shino's got one of these set up, and I just want to see if his works, or if is it a case that I'm just putting too much speed through it? Is it just that it just doesn't work? Which is annoying, because you know it's a nice mechanic, but it's an interesting mechanic, and it's certainly something I wanted to play with. Now, to be fair, Shino should be actually worse than mine, because his is, you know, super duper. Now he's dropped his through in the floor there. See, what shall we make? Just make another planter. Is it particularly any better than... I mean, clearly it's working here, but that's a hell of a lot of... When you consider Shino's setup, this is... a hell of a lot of effort. For something like this, I don't know. I am in two minds. I also don't like the fact that I can't connect it up without having to have the mechanics of the thing visible. So maybe I just abandon the entire idea of wind powering my pottery and just go back to basics. It's a shame. I would have liked it to work, but it's not playing ball. See, I mean, this is how long it took. I've been rattling away now for a few moments, and it's still building up the planter, and the mechanics are fine, don't get me wrong. Let me just... So there's my planter. Just have a look here. If I were to go here and go, I want to make a planter, and I am going to autocomplete. Moderately more annoying because you've got this kind of tick 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 sound. But the thing with pottery is the autocomplete's fine for when you're doing voxel by voxel. This is the same for, but at the moment, and when we would want to get this first layer on, which again is fine, voxel by voxel is. But then I'd go to duplicate layer, and that was 4 at a time. And that is actually faster than using the potter's wheel. So yeah, I think the potter's wheel is just a bust. I'll probably use it for decorative. I might try and chisel something around it, but oh, hello. Oh, so super duper speedy. Right, I'm going to take all of that out. We're going to put the mechanics away. We'll find a use for the windmill somewhere, I am sure. I'll be back in a moment. Alright, so now we are condemned to do this the boring way. However, it's still a space we can work on. So put the spare bricks in there. We shall put the get up there, that's fine, and we need a source of ignition for the kilns, so we'll do that as well. So that gives us you've got your pottery. We would have like a little stool that we'd work at here. Probably we're going to want some water barrels and stuff to decorate the place. However, one of the things I would like to do, and I need to go back inside for now, is one of the things you often find, and this again, speaking from experience, you will find these in pop. Can I get you down square? Will you not go down? Well, that's fine. You will often find in potteries racks. They're basically wooden shelving, lots of nice airflow around them, where you put your pots to dry. There's nothing mystical about them. There's nothing fancy about them. They are just racks where you put your pots to dry. And what I would like to do is make some drying pots. Now the problem is I'm going to have to chisel them, because if I do them any other way they won't go onto racks. Now obviously pots like this you can lay in there, but you can't then put another pot on top of that. So what I think we're going to need to do, so first things first, I am going to recreate a cooking pot. Cooking pots are fairly simple design. We'll pop it down there. It's quartered, so we can come in there and we can basically, now the problem is this is not quite in the spirit of things, because if you look at that, that's 1 pixel. We can only chisel in 2 pixels, so we are going to have to work in the smallest unit of measure we have, which is a double. And this is actually slightly smaller than this again, but we'll see how we go with this, because I would say you are 2, 4, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 high, whereas this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think we're going to have to take off that layer there. And then you can come back in with this, and we can chisel this out and make that. Now that is okay, but it is too big, so I think we're going to take it down a level and then go down 1 more, and then we're going to use a few of the chisel tricks to duplicate this in 4 positions, so we can have it on a shelf, and then I can actually put in above it, I can put some racking for the next layer, which will be wood. So that's the plan. Let me bring this down in size, and I'm using hardened fire clay because it, I think, looks closest to like a dried terracotta. And then we're going to go 1, 2. This is probably not actually that important in the grand scheme of things, but when you're playing a game which is all about decoration, and it was interesting when we had the tour with the team from the Better Ruins mod last weekend, and others streamed it. I didn't. I was more interested in just having the conversation, and you know, it was great having a chat with like-minded individuals, if you like. But yeah, we were chatting about that, and it was kind of saying that, you know, alright, if I do add shape mode and then go now, I've got 4. Perfect. And we can pick you up for now, and that's 1 piece of ceramic stuff that we can do. Then we can come in here and we can grab you, and we can grab you down, and we'll take you all the way down to say this. Now what I would like to do is, let's take another layer off the edge, and this doesn't actually exist as a ceramic item in the game, so it's going to be a little bit odd, but we'll go with it. Yeah, the fact that we're playing a game doesn't alter the fact that what we are actually doing is art. You know, this stupid game we play, we're creating objects that are visually appealing, and by my definition, or at least the way I would define art, you know, that is pretty much a good definition of it, something you find visually appealing. So yeah, we're never going to have our builds hung up in the Louvre. Well, I doubt it, but it doesn't make it any less of an artistic process. So yeah, it was a good tour. We had a good old things. I believe the next plan is we are being invited to visit the Better Ruins mod creative server in the future, which will be entertaining. I'm looking forward to that immensely. Let me grab my chisel, my plane. Thank you. Hup. Back in you go. And then here we'll go like this. So yeah, I'm going to make myself a whole bunch of these little shapes, and we shall take it from there. Now I'm not sure, because obviously I've spent or wasted, depending on your definition, an awful lot of time trying to get that potter's wheel working the way I wanted, and The annoyance there is that it didn't, and I've just taken out that block there. So I'm not going to be, I think, as making as much progress as I wanted to this episode. I kind of realised that when I was getting bogged down in how to gear and move and change and, you know, all of that stuff. But this has obviously become more of a drain on my time than I thought it was, so we're probably not going to have as much time as I would have liked. But I'm going to get a few of these. We'll try and get this a few drying racks built in, and I'll put a little bit of decoration in for now. And next episode, maybe next episode, that's tricky, I should say. Yeah, no, I should do, because I've been pushing. I will go through some of the glazing process, which things, and I've got a whole load of these frit mixers, and a whole load of other chemicals prepared. I've also been purchasing, whenever I get the opportunity, coloured clays, and I'm looking to make my own coloured clay. So there's all of that going on. It's all good stuff. But what I would like to do is just get myself a few objects like this done, and I'll be back in a moment. Alright, I've made a few bits and pieces. Now I've got these fragments as well, so we're going to scatter a few of these around. We're going to start off with these, and then we'll get some chiseling on some drying racks, which are going to go outside here to start off with, but we'll also have some inside. But before we do any of that, this place just needs, it's just that little bit too clean. So let's go and just add a little bit of spider activity into the rafters. That gives us, yeah, it just makes it look lived in. Too much and you obviously it would look messy, but just the right amount and it looks lived in. Right, stick you there. That's a little thing of pottery. We'll also have one there, and I don't know, we'll stick maybe one down there, and maybe even just one in here. Then we've got some of these crates which we can throw around, which again are full of pottery, or supposedly pottery, so we can get a few of these scattered around. We've also got these double ones which we'll throw a few in here as well. Maybe even stick a couple around in here, maybe around. Well, you know, we can always move them later should they be in the way. So just getting the kind of the feel of a working pottery shop. Now, needless to say, everything you make doesn't come out perfect, so we'll throw a few shards around out here and in here and around the place. A bit there, and we got these are, hang on, this is more pot shards, so pop a little bit of that down there, maybe even a little bit maybe there, and I've got some more. I just don't have enough inventory space for what I wanted to do. So to grab those, and again, I don't want to go too mad outside, but or even inside, to be honest. But that kind of adds a little bit of ambience to the place. Now we need We need some lot planks. Let me go and get some of those, and I'll put this redwood plankage that I'm carrying around with me as well away. Hup, hup. Yeah, we'll have. That should be enough for now. Let's not get too carried away, eh? So, racking wise, what we're going to do is fairly straightforward. We're going to, well, for starters, we're going to slap down our thing, because I think that's where my hammer is. It is, and we'll grab a couple of those for now, and we'll pop you here, and then we're going to slice out the entire bottom layer, because we'll put that in, and I'm going to get my plane. Plane's invaluable for except when he does that, because of course you have to like so, and then we'll stick that back in there, and we'll grab you, and then we shall. Now, is one going to be wide enough, do we think? Or do we need to go? I'm going to need that out still. This is why I kind of play around with the idea of having a chiseling studio. Is realistically what you actually want is a space where you can get around in 3 dimensions quite comfortably around the object that you're making, because I can't put a block there. I can now, well I can't on this one because it's part of the block below it, but it makes life very awkward. But that's not a problem. So get the legs in. You can always take the legs out once you've got them. So you know, pop them in to start off with. Much easier to do that than it is to faff around after the fact and add them in if you realise that it doesn't look, if it looks too flimsy or something like that. And I'm not sure whether to go with thick legs or thin legs, but luckily that's not a major issue. So I think we'll go with thick. I do wish the plane would actually work on these kind of connected sections. I kind of have mixed results with it, to be honest. Sometimes it seems to work exactly like I would expect, and other times it's all over the shop. But of course, next version of Vintage Story, new version of Chisel Tools, which will be in itself hopefully quite interesting. Yeah. Now, what I think I need to do is certainly something along these lines. Just connecting those up, because then what I would like to do, if I can get myself up here, is make this into a kind of a lattered section. Now I can do that. Then we can grab one of these, we can place that on the top of there. We can, let's go with the bowls that I made, so this one here, and we'll oh, hang on, I mean add material, there you go. But what I do need to do then is add that to it, because what I want to do, oh hang on, Mr. Mr. Depth bit. But you can see how deep down the rabbit hole you can go if you're not careful with this stuff. Now, here's where the fun bit comes in. Because clearly you can't have a shelving unit that just has the shelves floating in thin air. So what we need to do is come all the way up to the top. And rinse and repeat, so we end up with another shelf, but the shelf is now at this level. Let me just do a little bit more chiseling. Also, let me eat before I die of starvation, and I shall be back in a little while. But you know, we're not going to have a huge amount to show for this, but hopefully something nicely detailed. So back in a mo. Alright, I've done this bit. I'm going to, these are my kind of template pieces, but we will take you can go on the top, say there, and perhaps that one can go there. That I think we will rotate. My chisel broke, by the way, so I've made myself a nice shiny new one. And because that is just a normal block, I can actually also okay, just do that. Maybe read the on-screen instructions, John. That might not be a bad idea, eh? Oh, you're not going to let me place that there, are you? No. Oh, hang on. Maybe you will. No, you won't. Okay, that's fine. Can't place you there either, but you can place that there for now, and we can just go with one of these for now. I could actually just leave it blank, to be fair. It wouldn't suffer for it. But that kind of, that's what I'm looking for, is this kind of pottery drying in the sun outside in the heat. We'll have another one, because this is 4 long, I think. Yes, so we'll have another 4 long one here, gap in the middle, and we'll probably do something similar on the inside just to make this space look a bit better. Obviously not gone exactly to plan today, but you know, such is life. But let me get a screenshot. We'll wrap this episode up here, and next episode we will push on with the quest to actually use some of this technology. I have actually planted a whole load of, well, plants, flowers and stuff. These guys are not flying at the moment just because the weather's not good, and I've also put a whole load of tree cuttings, which these are all temperate trees, so they should hopefully survive and grow, and we'll have an orchard here. If not, and what I would like to do back here or to the side here is have a little bee hut, which we'll use for all of our bee related things. Obviously, what else would you use a bee hut for, huh? My stuff is getting a little bit out of hand here, so that's the thing we need to address. But I don't like those being on the outside. They don't make sense. They don't tell the right story. Let's hope. There we go. So, not the progress I was hoping for, but we did at least make a start on this stuff, so that's all good. And until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon. Bye for now.